What's up, guys? So today's video we're going to be going ahead and finally tackling that rear dome light there and putting LEDs in it. It does have an LED in it, but it's just super dim. I don't know if you guys can see it during the day. That's the LED. Kind of lame compared to these ones here, which I replaced in another video. If you haven't checked that video, check it out. But I'm going to go ahead and replace that lame one in the back here, and hopefully we can do something with it. So let's pop it out and see what we got. So to remove the light, you're gonna go ahead on the left hand side, and there's gonna be a speed clip, so don't be afraid to pry on this right there. You're gonna see it pop out. This is gonna hinge out this way, and you're gonna remove it like so. This is the speed clip that I was mentioning, and that's that hinge. So once that's removed, you can already see I'm doing this after the fact. The LED panel is already in, but you're gonna spin this out, and basically the clip is in the back here, and you have to get something in behind here to release the clip. So between this chrome and black piece, you basically have to put a butter knife or some sort of flat to release the clip, because the clip isn't on the top here, it's on the bottom. It's the same just standard clip that you'd see on anything else, but it is actually in there, so you have to somehow get in there to release it. And once you release it, that's how it's gonna be. Okay, so once it's removed from the vehicle, you're gonna see it looks like this, and you're gonna kind of see this black piece and gray piece. This is kind of the plan, is I have these three panels, LED panels, and we're going to be trying to configure them so that they fit like this. Basically, we're going to do a nice strip across with these three panels, and it should look pretty good from the outside. Same as the front. If you guys haven't checked out the other video, check that one out, where basically the clear panel kind of moves in and out and it hits a switch, and there's a hinge portion here. And we want to make sure that we don't put the panels situated where it actually decompresses over here, otherwise you won't be able to hit the switch. So we're going to try and situate our panels back a little bit. I think we should be okay with keeping them in the center, so that this can actually still depress itself and you can still hit the switch, but we're going to try to situate them a little bit back as far as possible, and probably run our wires on the opposite side of where this actually depresses. So if we separate them here, there's just a speed clip kind of holding everything together. So I just wiggle it back and forth until this pops apart, like so. Then you're gonna see this, and this is the part that we want to separate. So you kind of see this chrome piece and this black piece. You're gonna see four tabs here, and basically you're gonna see these ones here, and these ones aren't sticking out too much, whereas these long ones are. So the long ones are where this is gonna hinge, and we're gonna lift this panel up this way. So if you basically just get something like this, you can use a flat screwdriver or whatnot. You're gonna basically make some room for these to come out. So by kind of prying in here, you'll allow yourself for this to pop out. You can see this one's out, but this one is not. Same thing here. We're gonna twist this so that this can pop out. You can hear that little click. Now this panel is out, and we're at the circuit board. So now that we're at the circuit board, you can basically see what's inside, and you're gonna see that small little factory LED. You're gonna see your switch here, and you're gonna see this voltage regulator. So ironically, what I was doing is I was testing to see how this was all gonna work and where I could get my power sources from, and accidentally I shorted this voltage regulator out. When I did that, this LED went super bright and did what I was intending to do just by fluke, and it actually burnt this out, because I was debating whether I was going to remove this LED just so I didn't have a conflict of different colors and light shining in through the back behind my actual LED panels. But basically it ended up kind of burning it out, and now I have full power going to my LED boards, which is perfect. So I didn't have to remove anything or modify anything, but just ironically that's what happened. But basically you're gonna want to find out the polarity on your LED panels. So for me, it is the red wire is going to go to this one, and the black wire goes to this, and I have full power to my LEDs. So I'm going to situate that and basically run these through. So with the switch being here, I'm going to drill a hole through the back of here to bring my wires through the back and around while mounting them on this clear piece. So that's basically my plan. So let's go ahead and get this situated and get started. So here's where the three LED panels are going to be situated. So I'm going to go ahead and mark my positions where I'm going to drill the holes for the wires to come out the back. So 1, 2, and 3. And then I can go ahead, take my drill, nothing too complicated, but just put a little hole in it. There's one, two, and three. Next, I'm going to chop off these little connectors since we won't be utilizing them, and we're just going to be using our own wiring and soldering these in. So I'm going to try and get as much length as possible on these. So I'm kind of cutting into the connector a little bit, but I want to make sure I have more than enough wire. Okay, so here's the three. Get rid of our little mess here. And I'm going to go ahead and pass all this stuff through, and we can stick all these down and get them ready. So now I'm going to actually remove the double-sided tape and stick these down. So pretty straightforward here. I don't think I need to explain this part too much, but this is basically the configuration we're going to come up with. As we're going to situate them all nicely in a row here. Should look pretty close to factory. I don't think you're really going to be able to see too much from the outside other than some insane light output, I'm hoping. So that's the idea here. Okay guys, I think that's as good as it gets. That's pretty damn clean. That's what we got. So let's go ahead and do our wiring on the back. Okay, so all the wires in the back are situated. Let's get some solder on these joints and connect them, and then we can finally connect it to the circuit board. Now I'm going to go ahead and put some heat shrink around our connections that join the three together. Okay guys, this is what we have now. Finally we can go ahead and attach it to the circuit board, so let's go ahead and solder those connections to the circuit board. Okay, so this is it guys. You see we got our positive, our negative attached onto those leads there, and we have all our wires here. So we can go ahead and nicely tuck this in. Of course, you got your long tabs here. You're gonna wanna tuck these in first. And be conscious of where your wires are situated down here so that they're run nicely. So I'm just gonna go ahead and tuck them where I want them here as I fold this down. And you're gonna get to here, and you are actually, I don't wanna try to snap these off. You guys can go for it if you want, but I'm gonna relieve the pressure as I snap these in so that we don't bust these off. So it's just like that, and like that as well. So now we have this whole unit together like so. So this is all in place, and we can go ahead and put our cover on. Test that our switch still works. So our switch still has clearance. So we're good to go to try to install this and see how it looks. All right guys, I have to laugh because I thought I was gonna have to wait till tomorrow to film this because I wouldn't be able to see, but I plugged it in and nearly blinded myself. So check out how freaking bright this is. I don't know if this is overkill or what, but I mean, this is nighttime, of course, in my truck, and that's the front. This is the rear. You can see clear as day in here. It's just insane. Like, I'm sure the camera could pick that up. To reinstall, same thing. You're gonna tuck this in like so. You're gonna hinge this piece like this. Get everything situated. Push and clip, and that's it. This is the finished product during the day, guys. So you can see we have an entire panel in there, and we can still turn it on. And when I turn this on in a second, it's gonna blind you guys and myself. So that's the kind of ridiculous brightness that we have out of this thing. It is just insane, the light output that we're getting, but awesome at the same time. So this, I mean, this is broad daylight outside, guys, and you can see just how insane this is as far as light output. So it does a lot in here. It's, you know, daylight outside and it's still making it bright in here. So that's how it came out. Okay, so this is the final installed product with it all in there. This is bright, guys, like super bright. Between the front 2 panels that I have and the back 3 panels, I think this whole thing cost me about, don't quote me, I think it was like $6 or something for all 6 of these panels. So I got 6 of these little LED panels that you see there, and then I basically used the kit. I used 2 in the front, I used 3 in the back of here, and then I have 1 left over, which I might actually retrofit on the hood, but let me know if you guys want to see that. I might do that soon. But as far as light output, I mean, this is just incredible how bright it is back here. It is awesome. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did like it, make sure to give it a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and also turn on that bell notification beside it so you can get notified on all these videos, all these mods, and hopefully cool stuff, in my opinion, that we've been doing. So I hope you guys enjoy it too. As always, guys, thanks again for all the support you've been giving me, and plenty more videos on the way. Be sure to check out the Instagram channel, which I also post up kind of sneak peeks of what I'm doing, so check it out. I'll put the link here. It's Boosted Motorsports, at Boosted Motorsports. But if you guys want, follow along there, but we'll see you on the next video here.